silence and stillness, far away from violence. Guess this lack of ability gonna be something you knew before. You, the light and sound, me exposed to the whims of the crowd. How many times you gonna tell my story? Already know how it ends. I get all the poverty, you get all the glory, and they thank you for sharing my pain again. Must be my fault I couldn't see the side hidden from you. Oh, my life a conspiracy bleeding through. It sounds so easy when the growth ain't yours to learn. Every piece of my identity changed to best suit your strategy. How many times you gonna tell my story? Already know how it ends. I get all the poverty, you get all the glory, and they thank you for sharing my pain again. It's a losing war, so long fighting alone. You cherry pick from the battlefield what limericks you want. A memorial for what was mine. So many funerals, but I ain't died. Never claimed that you could fail. Was that truth only mine? How many times you gonna tell my story? Already know how it ends. I get all the poverty, you get all the glory, and they thank you for sharing my pain again. I don't care if you want it, couldn't see that I wanted to. Grade down the nerve again and again, but the feeling keeps coming to the party line. Gotta keep her blind. There's a lock on the door at the cave. Want to believe my life ain't just a game, but you won't stop your play. How many times you gonna tell my story? Already know how it ends. I get all the poverty, you get all the glory, and they thank you for sharing my pain again. Yeah, they thank you for sharing my pain again. Hey, it's Mississippi. So I was listening to an interview of the director of American Horror Story, and I think one of the things he said was that it's interesting to know if telling someone else's story is the right thing to do, and that's kind of one of the themes they explore in American Horror Story. Is it right to tell someone else's story? Is it helpful? Does it change what happens? You know, are you usurping that person's experience and identity by changing it and telling it your own way? And also, the song is about 2010, 2011. I had done a lot of writing and it was extremely personal and extremely sexual and extremely violent, and I found out that a group of people had distributed it, both over the internet and in independent underground newspapers. Of course, I never was credited for any of this, and that was just really frustrating to me and upsetting too. This writing was really exhausting. It took a lot of energy to create it, and for it to just kind of be, for someone to just be like, oh yeah, that's the part I want to take, and, to leave the rest of me with my experience, that was just reflective of a larger trend in my life where I feel parts of my existence or parts of my experience or parts of my story have really been taken and used, completely independent of me, being contextual to that, which just seems kind of ridiculous, but whatever. That's it for this week. I will talk to you next week, and have a good